to welcome everybody to today's press conference to announce our head men's basketball coach. 2 weeks ago, we got the news that our former coach was going to move on, and which set us in quick motion to post a position with 4 weeks left before the start of basketball season. Get a search committee together, take a look at resumes, applications, and move as quickly as we could in order to have a qualified candidate in position for our basketball team, not the day before they were going to start practice. So the goal was to have this done by today, so I give a lot of credit to the search committee and all the people involved with the interviews. We did 2 rounds of interviews. We made recommendations to the president along with all the people involved in that interview process. And of course today we're going to announce who that person is going to take over our men's basketball program. So thank you to the search committee and all who were involved to make this happen. Today I'm pleased to announce the hiring of Steve Enright as our next head men's basketball coach. He left us about 18 months ago, I believe is about the time frame, as an assistant in our program, and he comes back today to take over that program. He brings a lot of good knowledge of the game, and he's had that knowledge has come from a variety of experiences he's had as an assistant and director of game day ops positions. He is an excellent recruiter, as we saw when he was here, by the people that are in our program now and people who were in our program over the time frame. He understands the importance of retention of players and how that leads to the success of your program. Without that, it's hard to have success. So he knows the college well, he knows our campus, and he's a perfect fit for moving forward for Bridgewater College and our men's basketball program. So I'm going to introduce now Steve Enright.
I'd like to say thank you to Kirk for that introduction, and obviously I'm thrilled to be back. It's great to see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd. I've got a lot of relationships existing with a lot of you, so very excited to be back. I want to thank Dr. Bushman, Dr. Savick, Kirk Kendall, Heather Grant, and the rest of the search committee for their belief in me and the opportunity to come back to lead a program that's very special to me personally. Bridgewater College is a special place, and I'm excited to be back here as head men's basketball coach. And I've been fortunate enough to work for some incredible head coaches in my time as an assistant at various stops. So I want to take a minute to thank them, most recently Dan Earl, Sean Postiglione, Dan Hurley, Phil Rowe, and Rico Cabral. I've learned something valuable from each and every one of those guys, and I'll always be incredibly grateful for that. My vision for this program is going to center around 3 things. 1, we want to make BC a better place in everything that we do. 2, we want to prepare our players for a lifetime of success following graduation. And 3, we want to run a players-led program where those guys are holding each other accountable and moving us forward. In my experience, those are the best programs, the one where the players help hold the standards themselves. So I'm excited for our program to have a positive presence in the Bridgewater community. We're going to recruit and develop talented players of high character, and we look forward to playing a style of basketball that I think our fans will enjoy and our supporters will enjoy, and I think our players will enjoy playing on both sides of the ball. So we want to build to a level in which we're competing for ODAC championships. I think the ODAC is one of the strongest and most prestigious conferences in the country. Bridgewater has a very rich tradition in men's basketball, and we look forward to restoring that here with me as the head coach. And lastly, I want to thank the current players and assistant coaches, and as well as our strong and passionate alumni base. I've been fortunate to develop relationships with the players that are here, the assistant coaches that are here, and several of our passionate alums that are involved with the program. So I look forward to continuing to cultivate those relationships. And thank you again for having me here today and for your genuine support. And go Eagles! I'm excited. So thank you.
I'll just talk about, with your familiarity with the program, coming back in, having recruited some of these players, how that'll help you hit the ground running.
Well, I think I've already got a relationship with these seniors and these sophomores. So for me, it's going to be about making those relationships stronger and getting to reacquainted with those guys in the basketball court and then getting to know these newcomers. I've heard great things about the freshman class and the transfers, so I'm looking forward to getting to know them as well. And for me, I'm a relationship guy, so I'm looking forward to getting connected to these guys quick because we're starting practice very soon. So looking looking forward to get started with that.
That's what I was going to ask next. 2 weeks before the first practice. So what are some of the challenges there, just having to take over on such short?
Well, I think my familiarity with the current guys helps. We've got a really good staff in place. I've gotten to know those guys through the process. So for me, it's going to be about meeting with those guys, getting their thoughts, and coming up with a plan of just how to implement our style and what we're looking to do. But we're going to hit the ground running. We're going to compete. We're going to get after it. We're going to want players that are going to play hard and really want to be here. And if we start there and start building that foundation and get our style in, I think we'll be competitive.
And just last question, anything you can tell us about that style, how the team might play?
Yeah, I think offensively we want to be up tempo. We want to spread the floor, and I want to draw the other team's bigger guys away from the rim. We've got some good athletic forwards like a Davion Greer, Monty Simpkins that might be able to go by people off the dribble. So I want to try to space the floor and do things like that offensively. We're going to shoot threes. We're going to play fast. On the defensive end, we want to be a good, solid man-to-man team that's predicated on being hard to score on. And I think it'll be an exciting style for our players. It'll be an exciting style for our fans and supporters, and we're looking forward to putting it in.